Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you will enjoy this part 3. It's about the encasement of the upper to the shoe last and the midsole, and also we will do the welting. Hope you will like it, and let's get started. Here I'm taking the outline of the midsole. I'm doing the midsole. I'm using the leather around 4mm leather because I need to do the grooves for the the welting. Sorry. And you see I'm cutting the edges, taking the shape of the shoe last, and now I'm placing it, nailing it. Now here I'm making it wet so I can shape the heel or the bottom of the shoe last. So it will take the shape of the shoe last. Now I'm using my multi-tool. I converted it into a leather cutter by adding the blades to it. It's make it faster and easier. I'm fixing it on a table and cutting the edges of the midsole. Now this step is to create this groove for the edge of the welting, so I can create an edge for the Goodyear welting where I can penetrate the holes for the stitching. And this is the groove, the outer groove. Now I'm doing the inner groove for the edge, and then I will make chamfer the leather, cutting chamfer edge so I can penetrate the holes and enable me to do the stitching also from the inner side of the midsole. You can see here I'm doing the chamfer in the edge, the inner edge of this groove. Now I'm doing sanding as well, so I can have a neat chamfer that forms evenly and take the shape evenly. Now I'm making it wet so I can penetrate the holes and penetrate my needle to create these welting holes. Just making the edge sharper. I start with the encasement of the shoe last. Now I will fix this two edges, the one in the front I'm nailing and one on the back side, so it will not gonna move off when I start stretching the leather. I'm stretching here all the leather of the upper to the edge of the midsole and start nailing them so it will be stretched and take the shape of the shoe last. This is the most difficult part I struggle with. Now here I start the hammering to ensure that this leather will take the shape of the shoe last. Also I made it wet a little bit so it will start responding to the hammer and take the shape. Don't hammer so heavily, just gently in order just to take that shape and encase evenly. I'm removing the excess of the linings, the inner lining of the upper, so I can be able to control the gluing stage. So it will be glued, cemented to the midsole edge with the edge of the welting located. Now here I'm removing the front part in order to do stiffeners and glue them to make the toes stiff.
Hello everyone. Yeah, now really I struggled with this shoes. It's my first attempt, so forgive me if there is mistakes or try and error, but it's a steep learning curve to be honest. So let me show you what I have reached now. I think you have seen in the last video. So now I know these, and I will start gluing everything here, all these inside. I will glue them, and then we will start the welting. Now first thing, I will try to measure the welting so I can cut the strip, to stitch it manually. Now I did another test in my other shoe last, and yeah, it works better. I think I have improved this. The second one there was less struggle. I covered it with, wet it with water, and then I covered it with plastic bag, and I left it for the night. So it's the structure of the fibers of this leather becomes easier to punch, easier to cut, and also I used this one, and it works better when you want to do.
It has sharp nail, so it cuts through the leather, and it will allow, you see here,
This one. So when I did any groove here, the distance is better, and then I start cutting. But anyway, wetting it for a night or maybe 2 hours, and then open it up and working on it to make it easier. I will show you now just quick how when I punch, Let me see if that possible. Now I'll show you how I will punch. Well, this one I punched it already yesterday. So let me show you here. I'll punch here. See, now done. So quick. So quick. Yeah. So maybe the next shoes it will be easier for me because the welting is tough. That's why I realize people are using just glued plastic outsole. That's maybe cheap commercial, but because the welting is really tough, especially the hand welting. Now we will see. But how? Give me the comments. How's your opinions till now? The shoes, is it nice? I try to stretch as much as possible. Okay, so let's start gluing now.
Now here I start to create this gap in order to place the adhesive, the glue. So now I will glue the lining, the leather lining, and then I will glue the outer as well. Now I'm hammering the nails to create pressure on the cement, and the cement here became tacky because I left it for more than 5 minutes and I used the hot air. So now if you can see the shape of the shoe last by nailing them so they will create pressure on the I'm finding the heel. I started the sandal at the bottom of the shoe shaft, and it will be stronger when I do the cement and the outer sole and also the corks. I'm taking the measurement. Now here I'm measuring the parameter around the shoe last in order to get the distance of the welting strip. Now I'm cutting the welting piece or the welting strip band. Just checking the measurement again, the length of the welting. Now I'm creating this groove for the stitching holes and also to create a chamfer in the welts. This groove will enable me to know the edge of the chamfer, not to go outside that area, but also assist me in the stitching. Now I'm creating this groove. Just put a blade 45 degree and start cutting on the chamfer. Now I'm making it wet, the welting, so I can bend it in the edges and make it curved. And now I start nailing, just put nails just to keep it on in place so it doesn't move off while I'm doing the holes and doing the stitching. Now here I'm trying to shape the edge so it doesn't have these seams, so it will be seamless. I'm pressing it. Now I started punching the holes for the welting. So this Goodyear welt will attach to the edge of the midsole. You can see how the groove now, the chamfer of the groove assisted me to penetrate these needles and make the stitchings from both sides. Now here I'm chamfering the last part of the welting so it will overlap evenly and has no bulge or any seam on the edge, so it will be almost the same thickness of the remaining part of the welt. Now I'm gluing these two edges so it will overlap and create even surface of the welting. I'm doing this hot air to dry it out so it will become tacky and can glue better. I'm hammering them now. The overlapped edge I'm stitching them to the shoe rest, to the midsole. Now I'm hammering just to make sure the shape has no bulges, nothing, and will take the. I'm hammering them now. The overlapped edge I'm stitching them to the shoe rest, to the and we have reached the end of the part 3. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe and like and comment if you have any comments needed to encourage me, and I hope you enjoyed it and wait for the part 4, which is the last part of the shoemaking. I'll try to make it as short as possible. Thank you and bye bye.